Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good day to Madam Hana Mulyani and my fellow friends. My name is Muhammad Hafiz Haikal bin Abdul Rahman and my matrix number is 261910. Today in this video, I would like to persuade everyone to agree with me that exotic animals should not be kept as a pet. Exotic animals mean animals in the household that are fairly rare to be kept as wild animals rather than as a pet. Nowadays, keeping an exotic animal become a trend in our community. This is because these exotic animals are easy to get by the seller from the media socials such as Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter with affordable price. As predicted, the number of people keep the exotic animal illegally increasing year by year. Many people are excited to adopt this exotic animal because keeping an exotic animal may seem luxurious for them. The seller takes this chance to illegally hunting the exotic animal and sell them as the demand is high. The government strongly forbid this activity due to the sum of exotic animals threatened with the extinction. People should not take for granted for this problem because of the exotic animal also need a space for their habitat. They should report to the police if they have evidence that someone sell of exotic animal illegally. Exotic animals should be protected in their habitat to make sure they are not be threatened by the human. As a human being with a sense of responsibility and humanity towards the animal, I am here to convince all of you to agree with me that exotic animal cannot keep as a pet. Exotic animal should not keep as a pet is it will bring dangers to the human and other which are public safety risks. They do not just captivity and human health risks. So let's start with the first point. Firstly, exotic animals should not keep as a pet because it will bring the dangers to the public safety risks. Inherently, exotic animals are dangerous to the individuals that own them, to their neighbors, and to the environment. Most of people that keep this animal usually does not provide suitable place for the animal which possess a threat to be inhabitants of the area. Exotic animals such as snake, monkey, sun bear, hedgehog, and more are the example that people like to keep as pet in their house. These animals are known can be dangerous to people if they feel threatened and able to kill human, especially the snake. People must know that exotic animals are not as a cat or dogs, which are familiar to human community. Exotic animals are not suitable to put in the small cage because of their habitat. They usually free to move. There are many incidents that related to exotic animals have been reported that attack human and make community feel threatened. The community feel uncomfortable with this situation that make them must be extra careful to prevent them from being attacked. The exotic animal is not just attack the human but also the other animals such as a cat or dogs. In the report, exotic animals attack the children and adults, such as bitten by the monkeys and venom by the snakes. Study shows that the monkeys show the unpredictable behavior at the age of 2. Males tend to aggressive, and both male and female bite for the defense and dominance. This could be the harm to the people if they're keeping the monkeys at home. For your information, reptiles are also known to escape sneakily, allowing them to bite or strangle others with their poisonous toxic venom. In my opinion, every way you look at it, it is risky idea to keep an exotic animal as a pet. It has many cases that shows exotic animals are not suitable to keep in home because of it will threaten the community. The community people should avoid to buying this animal illegally to prevent the negative impact to themselves. Secondly, exotic animals usually don't adjust to captivity because of they need a big space for their habitat. Exotic animals have grown as autonomous, free living beings over the course of millions of years. Some exotic animals roam freely in wide areas where they can run and play. These exotic animals had to be separate from their habitats and their families and placed in a small and uncomfortable cages. Some of these animals are put together with other animals. These animals have very particular needs to be cared for. They need a special housing and special diets. They need to maintain their special needs. Cost of taking this animal is quite expensive because need to provide a big cage, a healthy diet, and also for their treatment as long to keep this animal in good condition. The owners should not change the nature of the exotic animals. It is because if the animals in the hand of unqualified buyers, the animals will be suffer. When brought in as a pet, there isn't the same amount of room for people to give them. Instead of accommodating the animal, exotic pet owners are trying to change the nature of the animal. To do this, they are putting them in the confines or barren enclosure, sometimes even shining the help restrict them. They will try to submissive the exotic animal by punching, declawing, and cutting the teeth. Usually the owners doesn't have skills to take care of this animal that can be harmful to them. This animal can be unpredictable behavior which can attack the owner if they were be a torture by the owners. Now this can be a big problem to the animal that can easily get a disease. To overcome this problem, I suggest that owners should taking care of this exotic animal properly to make sure that animals can live in a good way. If the owners cannot taking care of the animals because of expensive costs, they can give this animal to the parties that are responsible to take care, such as Department of Wildlife and National Park. Lastly, exotic animals should not keep as a pet as it will bring dangers to human health risks. It may be fun to pet a pet such as a monkey, hamster, and sugar glider, but behind this petulance is hidden bacteria that cannot be seen with the naked eye. Did you know that the animals are carrying one of the bacteria that causes a zoonotic disease? Zoonotic diseases are infections that are transmitted from the animals to human by bacteria, virus, parasite, and fungi that can disrupt the human body. One study that made from the Dr. Muhammad Mokrish Muhammad Ajad say that zoonotic disease are one of the bacteria that can easily infect the human. The risk of getting this disease will increase if we are not careful or wash hand after touching the animals. These infections can cause health disorder that can produce symptoms such as a fever, food poisoning, and even death if they are not treated properly and promptly. If the owners get early sign of this symptom, they must quickly go to the clinic to check their health condition to prevent the symptom get worse. However, the frequency of the human zoonotic disease infection has never been adequate studied, and therefore it is difficult to quantify how many people are actually infected with the virus. Persons that own infected monkeys or interact with them are believed to be in constant danger of potentially contracting the virus. If the owners do not care about the hygiene of exotic animals, rats and cockroaches easily come to the cage and bring one more bacteria, which is intestinal bacteria. This bacteria can affect human and exotic animals, such as cause disease such as typhoid fever, food poisoning, and intestinal inflammation. This can be dangerous to them if the owners looking down on the fact that such a attack are rare, especially for pets, despite the fact they can be detrimental in the long-term period. These infections can occur if a person have a wound and touches the animal or through food that is exposed that contaminated with the bacteria. To overcome these infections to the owners, community and the animals, I suggested that good hygiene practice are important in the care of pet in the home, including ensuring that the pet is vaccinated and ensuring that the house is kept clean.
Animals may carry bacteria, viruses and parasites. Some of these microorganisms can be transferred from animals to people and may cause diseases. Such diseases are called zoonoses. People can come into contact with pathogens from animals in different ways. Via food, direct contact, or the environment. They can also be transmitted through little creatures, such as ticks and mosquitoes, that can transfer diseases from an animal to a human. These are known as vectors. Proper hygiene can often prevent people from catching a zoonosis. Make sure you prepare meat and other raw products in a suitable manner. Always wash your hands after direct contact with animals, and check yourself for ticks when you've been in the countryside.
So for the conclusion, I think that all my point about why we should not keep an exotic animal as a pet. The dangers of keeping this animal in the house getting serious, and the case of being attacked also increase year by year. Exotic animals should not keep as a pet as it will bring a dangerous to them and human which public safety risk. They don't adjust to be captivity and human health risk. If you are hoping to have this exotic animal, you should be prepared to bear a high cost of taking care, build the comfortable place or cage. And lastly, you must support the legislation at all levels to prohibit private possession of exotic animal. That's all from me. Thank you.